okay. I didn't expect to get through, but I guess I should say the obligatory, is this me?
It is, in fact, you. And what is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Sidney from Vancouver, Washington, and I'm calling regarding my rep, Marie Gluesenkamp Perez. I'm a union leader here. We went on strike in 2020 and had some great gains. We have a lot of teachers' unions on strike currently. And we had a meeting with her regarding a lot of teachers not fond of her votes regarding the student loan forgiveness. And she spent the entire meeting dividing us between basically blue-collar and white-collar workers. And we tried to explain that, unions are just workers versus bosses. And her money from the chamber was concerning. And I'm just wondering if you guys have any ideas of how we can get her to maybe adopt more worker-friendly rhetoric, or I'm just concerned about her re-election chances given she's running against Joe Kent, who is terrifying to us, but she's also losing support of the very, very strong teachers unions here in town. So wondering if you guys have any thoughts or advice.
I know that she's awful, and I understand that district sucks, so you can't expect much, but that is exactly what I have come to expect from her, and it's really appalling to me. And so, I understand Joe Kent's awful. I don't know what you can do with her, because she seems ideologically committed to that sort of divide the working class thing, and I mean, I don't know. She's. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys have something.
I got nothing. I mean, there is still sort of this disease within the Democratic Party when they're in a sort of purplish district type of situation where they think that they can move towards the right. And that's going to somehow convince people that there's some type of mystery crew in there who wants sort of the Republican light version, I guess. Or she has this ideological thing, and in which case, she's on she's hell bent to lose. I think. I mean, all I can imagine is, sort of, I don't know. It sounds like you have done a lot in terms of at least, trying to present it to her. I don't know if it ends up being more protests. I don't know. I really don't know how you show that to a politician who doesn't want to see it.
I mean, even more concerning to me than changing her mind is just convincing these other teachers that, took her over the finish line last time, that it's worth it to even vote for her again.
I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes the most important aspect of a congressperson is that they will not be voting for Mike Johnson as majority leader. Honestly. Listen, I find Josh Gottheimer to be about as reprehensible of a person / representative as you can get. But at the end of the day, there's legislation that wouldn't have passed and that maybe could have passed because he was there as opposed to a Republican.
Right.
I mean, that's just sort of like that is the effed up thing about our politics, or maybe that's just like human nature. I don't know. But I mean, look at Kyrsten Sinema. It's not always clear to me that politicians, I think they try and operate in their own best interest, but they don't always know what they're doing. Like Kyrsten Sinema can't possibly think that she's helped herself, and who knows what agenda she had, but
she was apparently there was stuff in Romney's book where Sinema said that she doesn't care if she loses re-election because she, quote, saved the Senate by myself, and that she can, quote, serve on any board I want to.
Well, that tracks.
But that was her
But
goal.
I'm not convinced if you're not you're a former senator from Arizona anyways, and that you couldn't serve on any corporate board that you wanted to.
But she was like specifically maybe one of the closest Democrats possible to the Chamber of Commerce. So this could have been her goal the entire time.
I wouldn't
serve a term, cash the hell in.
Yep.
And it seems
Probably something for the Green Party to think about.
Right.
appreciate the call.